before I was originally gonna talk about the level and like how what I don't like about it, but I don't care, bro. I'm just gonna talk about the experience because like this I picked this level up after I beat in Saction because I liked the song. That was it. I was like I could do this, and I thought it would like help me get better, jumping to something, getting like a little skill boost. And I was doing pretty well. I got like 85 in like the first month. I don't know. I don't remember, but I started it in like July or August. I beat Alcatraz in between that, but I ended up dropping level in December because I would just die to like a really easy ship at 17 and like the really easy wave at 44, and I realized like I wasn't good enough at the game to not constantly die to those things. So I was just like, okay, like I should just step back and like do it later. And through that whole time of me like stepping back, everyone would go like, or like even like when I wasn't playing the level, when I was originally had it picked up, people would go like, oh, anything but speedrun. Like if I'd like play like a different level, just to like have fun and not play speedrun constantly. I don't know, bro. Like it just like it was kind of funny at first, but it really got to a point 2 years ago, and it just kept going on. Like I would just like hear it, then be just like, okay, bro, like I don't know. It just made the thought of playing the level like I don't know. It was just bad. I picked it up in 2025, like late 2025 as for my 20th extreme. And what ended up happening was I would have done it then, but I learned Cronier like while I was playing the level just for fun, and found that I was so consistent with it, and it would have been a new hardest. And we had like a little event going on where we'd like beat a level or something, and I was just like, I'll just do that because I was getting really bored with the level, and I was just like, okay, I'll just beat it like after. And then I beat the level, and after I feel like I'm worse at the game somehow after beating a new hardest, so then I just go and just like, okay. And like I think a month after, I just decide I'm just gonna beat all my drop levels. So I went through from easiest to hardest, so Wavebreaker, ABP, Bloodbath, and then this, and it was really bad. Um, I struggled with the pre-drop a lot. I would die by like pixels to like stupid stuff like the 46 click. Like this level's too long to have the choke points that it has. Like 46% is 1 minute into the level, and I died at the 46 click specifically like more than 60 times because by like and it was always by 2 frames or one. Like all of my deaths after picking the level back up for the last time, I would die by like maximum like 4 frames. Like I would miss click too early or too late by 4 frames, and I would just like die, bro. Like it just sucked, dude. Like the first 3 days, I would just constantly die to like the beginning of the drop or like the pre-drop, and it would just sucked. I did have to relearn the beginning of the drop because I forgot things about it, but the last day I was really consistent with that thing, except for like the stupid like little wave transition at like the 50s that really sucks that I would die to still. I died to like the 83 and 85 waves so much in the last session. It was really bad. I literally stopped getting nervous. Like I got there a lot, and I would just die because like a lag spike, or just my game decides to just I don't know. I don't care anymore, bro. I'm done with the level. I don't even feel like happy. I'm in the same state that I was when I beat it. I just don't care anymore, bro. Well, I guess like new second hardest. Yeah, that bro. I don't know. I beat the level. Like I don't know.
Only ignoring the largest of creatures like reindeer, Mirrorspurs, and rot. For the most part, pole plants are fragile, however, and will let go of their target if damaged enough. The best way to see this in action is by throwing a spear at a pole plant that is grabbing you, which will cause it to let you go and writhe around for a bit. Once a pole plant has taken enough damage, it will die, vanishing into its den and never emerging for the rest of the cycle. Finally, the monster kelp. Gigantic, aggressive flora. The monster kelp appears to be a similar species to the pole plant, considering you can lineage them from pole plants. The difference is that monster kelp makes zero attempt to conceal itself besides just kind of standing still. The monster kelp takes the form of a long vine covered in long, drooping black leaves. When a creature walks into the range of monster kelp, it will do a very similar thing to what the worm grass does, just kind of extending its body towards their prey, even if they're out of range. Interestingly, monster kelp relies on movement, which implies that they utilize vibrations from the nearby environment to sense their prey. When a monster kelp successfully lunges at and grabs its prey, it will drag them down into its den, which likely contains an underground stomach similar to what the pole plant has. Monster kelp can be found in most areas that have large amounts of water in them, usually found half or fully submerged. The water they're in also seems to define the color of their leaves, as they're red in every region but the shoreline where they're green. Monster kelp are likely a version of pole plants that have evolved away from their ambush style and towards just aggressively going after any creature that walks too close. Though they do still retain that bit of frailty, responding to damage in the same way and requiring 3 spears instead of just 2 to take out. And... holy shit, did I finish it? Did I finish the fucking script? Right, I still need to make it completed. Alrighty. That wraps up the flora and fauna in Rain World Downpour. Not quite as in-depth as the last video, but you'll have to excuse me, I kind of had to write 35 pages of wildlife analysis. Either way, give me your feedback on the comments or any theories you have. I don't know, just tell me how wrong I am if I am wrong. Shoutouts to all the wonderful artists who put their hard work into making the assets for this video 3 fucking months ago. Sorry for the wait, guys, but hey, it's out, and now you can stop bothering me in the comments about it.
I always have to beat it when my computer's at like 2% remaining, bro. Yeah, thank God. Jesus Christ. Oh, just how the YouTube video ended at the exact same time I beat it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna add 1K to this counter because my game has voided like a good 1,000 attempts from crashing for just no reason. But Jesus Christ, it just didn't have to take this long, bro.